Additionally, if you're a moderate, if you find yourself more middle of the road, I'm not just talking about politically, but that could be true too. But if you're a moderate, if you find yourself in a moderate position, you're like, I just kind of like, I'm not super crazy here, not super crazy there. I'm not an extremist. And this is what we see in our day. Many people who are moderate. They're like, I'm not the extreme right, I'm not the extreme left in any category. So most people want to play the moderate. What happens, however, is moderates typically drift towards wherever the non-Christian progressive movement is going. Why? Because moderates don't like conflict. And guess what? Those who know, love, and trust Jesus in our day and our age, they love conflict. They like inciting it. And they create algorithms to help you, incite your own, anger and your own aggression. Like they love conflict. They get rich off of conflict. And so the thing is, if you don't like conflict, then you got to submit to their will and way, their worldview and their ways, or you're going to get conflict. If you're a business owner, if you don't follow the cultural commands, their terms of righteousness, you're going to be negatively affected. If you don't like conflict, you're just like, well, I don't agree with that, but I'm just going to go alongside with it. That may not damn you, but it will with the next generation. It will, because you're like them here, the nation, the elders that followed Joshua. They didn't stand and contend. They let the next generation grow up not knowing, loving, and trusting the God of the Bible. And they left. They were good. This is the generation, and this is oftentimes a moderate's position. It's like, well, I got my God, my worship. I'm not going to tell anyone what they should believe. I'm just going to stay in my bubble, do my thing, not do anything else, and I'm going to stay tethered here. I don't want to affect anyone. I don't want it to be weird at family meetings. I don't want it to be weird at lunch with my coworkers. I'm just going to stay here. I'm going to die. I'm going to be with the Lord. Well, guess what? The generation that follows you is going to worship the gods of the culture. Why? Because they're not moderate. They're not afraid of conflict. They got the microphone. They get loud. They train for this to deceive a generation.